But Alex, I didn't actually have a topic to start with, but I was actually playing something all day long that I've got some thoughts on. Have you heard of Revomon VR?
I think so, but I want you to continue to elaborate.
So it's basically Pokemon VR. Like I'm gonna probably say Pokemon a million times during this because Revomon isn't rolling off my tongue. But the alpha went up live on SideQuest today, and I said, let's give it a look. It has an interesting blockchain slash crypto slash NFT background to it, and I just wanted to see. First of all, it came from the people who made that Pokemon VR game on SideQuest that they stopped for cease and desist reasons, probably.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean that's inevitable, right? Like they had to know that that day was inevitably gonna happen. I mean,
yeah,
Nintendo puts the kibosh on anything that uses their assets.
and I don't know, they might not have gotten that yet, but they probably just were smart and got ahead of it. But
hmm
logged on, wanted to see what it was. It is Pokemon. It is literally Pokemon. It's everything the same, all in VR. Um, and I had a decent enough time. There's the shinies that you can find. I didn't see any yet. There's some rare ones to find that I've seen it a couple times, but I haven't been able to get to it before someone else did. It's interesting, but what really kind of got me is the NFT slash blockchain aspect. And I'm kind of curious your thoughts on if this is the right thing to do for VR right now. So what it's doing is, and what was interesting, and I'm like, I just finished like right before the stream started, and like I kind of wanted to keep playing. It's basically when you catch these Pokemon. I don't know, were you big into Pokemon as a kid, like the old school games?
I played the living shit out of Pokemon, dude. Played
Yes.
so
Okay.
much of it.
What's up, Thrill? Good to see you here, man. So with Pokemon, it's like back in the day, your EVs and IVs, where depending on the Pokemon you caught, they had secret attributes that you could figure out with extra stuff. And a lot of people would breed Pokemon that try to get the perfect mix of IVs, EVs to get the strongest Pokemon for your battles. Those are present in this, which was interesting to me. But what it's doing is it's based off the Revo token. And as you play, you can create kind of some value in that. And at one point, say you get the right Pokemon that you like, and it's got the strong EVs, the strong IVs, the strong all that, you can then pay Revo tokens to create an NFT of that, or then you own that specific IV and EV and can sell that on their platform. All interesting stuff. But my thought process, to get a little deeper into it, I want your opinion on it. It's a kid-focused game. It's kid-focused, heavy gameplay loops. Granted, they're going to need a credit card and a lot of extra stuff to find that part of it. But if we have that ability to start getting into crypto and blockchain with the games, should it be kid focused or should we make the aesthetics more adult to not? I'm like really conflicted. I don't know if you can hear my voice. I don't know if I want kids playing this or not. It's not inherently harmful. I read the white paper. I don't think there's anything malicious, but it's a weird mixture of crypto, blockchain, NFT, and kid-oriented gameplay loop that I'm not sure how I feel about right now.
I think this is really interesting, and my gut feeling, like my initial, just like right off the cuff feeling, is that this is awesome. Like I personally think it's really cool to be able to kind of like ensure the value of something that you really took a lot of time and effort to like manifest and create, like the big problem with Pokemon nowadays, and even in the old days, frankly, for me, is like the ability that they have to just like copy rare Pokemon, make it on Game Freak,
Yep,
just
Game
spread it
Shark,
all
all
over the
that
place.
stuff.
The new games have what's called Wonder Trade, where people are just mass producing like shiny, perfect IV Pokemon and just sending them out to the masses. And you'll just send out a stupid, something that you bred, and you get back a perfect 6 IV legendary shiny, like perfect stuff.
Yep.
And eventually, what ends up happening is the like magic of having that Pokemon kind of gets sucked out of it for me. Like I no longer feel like what I have is unique and special. I feel like it's easily obtained, easily replicated, and what does it mean to catch them all at this point? You know what I mean? Probably nothing. I think when you introduce something like this blockchain aspects of it, it adds that back in, like kind of like the Pokemon trading card game, but not so gambly and a little bit more like in your hands. You can kind of
Yeah.
influence the outcome more yourself. I think it sounds amazing, frankly. Kids have been using trading cards forever. You buy a pack of baseball cards in 1950. Like kids have always used collectibles as a means to have fun. And
Yes.
now using this kind of technology, I think is just making it easier and more fun for them to do.
Yeah, it's my initial hesitation went into how easy is it going for them to be able to spend money on this and figure it out. And then when I read the white paper, like my initial gut reaction was like, hell no, this is dumb. Like blockchain, we're just adding keywords, NFT. It's like it literally when I read their stuff, it was every SEO keyword jargon that you could have done to kind of drive attention. So I was immediately off put. But then reading the white paper, yeah, it's not extremely easy to, and it's super early too. I mean, the alpha is buggy as hell. It is not a clean game. The game is rough, but
Right.
it had a good, solid gameplay loop. The progression system was quick enough where I felt like I was making progress. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. But quick little starter topic to kind of get the juices going. I'm going to be playing more of it tonight. I'm interested to see where it goes. Go ahead, man.
Before we move off of it, what do you know about crypto kitties? Do you know anything about that?
Talking about the cool cats?
Crypto kitties is what it's called, and this is like a it's almost like what this is before this came along in a little bit of a way. I think it's all browser based, and I'm sorry if there's any crypto kitty people out there. I really know very little about it, but what I do know is that it is this browser based monster trading experience that you put a quarter in and it spits out the thing, and it might be an ultra rare one, and if it is, its value skyrockets and it can be traded amongst the people of the community. That is something that is very intriguing to me, if I'm honest. Like, that sounds like fun. It sounds like a great, like I said, it sounds like Pokemon game, but without all the bullshit. And if I get something that is truly rare and unique, it actually has some kind of value, and I can actually lean into it. And like,
wait,
the
do you have
flex
to
isn't
pay
as
for each
weird.
of those tokens?
I don't know exactly how it works, but I just know that people have been kind of doing this for a little bit for kind of a while already, and personally, it sounds like fun to me. Like, I can understand that you don't want kids to get involved in like microtransactions and making it easy for them to spend money willy-nilly on intangible objects and things like that, but these are not much less tangible than a trading card. Like I said, I have to use trading cards because I grew up using them and playing with them, and I don't feel like I was exposed to some like evil world of gambling as a result of that.
Well, you brought up microtransactions. Wasn't one of my topics today, but let's go there. For VR, specifically, I'm thinking more on the dev side because profitability, the ways that they can profit, especially on PC VR side, this might transition us to something soon. Are you for microtransactions in VR? Would you like to see subscription-based models, microtransactions, or different ways for developers to monetize, or is that a slippery slope that you're not willing to go down?
I'm totally fine with it. I mean, I typically side on the way of developers and their opportunities to make money without taking advantage of their community. I'm not into just like having them just freely inject ads into their stuff or whatever, but like, personally, one of the models that I've grown to love is the Battle Pass system. I think for a game that you play a lot of, Battle Pass is such a great investment. You get a lot of fun aesthetic content that is not pay to win, right? Being a pay to win model is where it hurts, like that's when you start to have problems with your community.
Yes.
But if it's like a balanced game and you're buying into aesthetics for stuff like Population 1 Battle Pass, if that's your game and you spend $10 for the season, like you're supporting the company, you are investing in something that you love, that you spend tons of time doing, you currently see the value in it, and don't buy the Battle Pass when you don't play the game anymore. Like, I think Battle Passes are awesome. So I personally am 100% for developers finding ways to offer bonuses, mainly in the aesthetic department, to their players as incentive to spend a little bit of money to support the game's development. 100%.
Yeah, I got nothing to add, my man. There's really nothing to add there. Non pay to win, cosmetic only. I don't see the big deal in it, but I won't harp on that. Hit that subscribe button to stay on top of the daily clips, or catch the debates and fireside chats live on the main channel down in the video description. See you next time, Space Cowboys.